Shalom and welcome to another in our series of podcasts from Temple Beth Am, a dynamic center for conservative Judaism in Los Angeles. This is Meditation and Mindfulness with Rabbi Adam Kligfeld.
Try to ignore the frenzied barking of Paddington in the background, who is so excited that there's probably a squirrel running over a telephone wire, which he thinks is a mortal threat to the Kligfeld home. So he is, this ferocious cockapoo is defending his lair with those barks, but I hope you can tune him out. So the quick frame before we actually get into the meditation is that we're going to focus on this notion that Shmini Atzeret, the holiday that we're about to start, in some ways in the Torah is a holiday about nothing. It doesn't say why we have it. And the rabbis explain it as a holiday where the Holy One, who has spent so much intense time with us over the last 3 weeks, doesn't want us to go, like a king who's thrown a week-long banquet, and before the final guest leaves, the king turns and says, "Tarry one day longer. Don't go yet. I want a little more." And so particularly in the biblical era where the next holiday on the calendar, aside from weekly Shabbatot, was Pesach, right? They had no Purim in the early biblical era because the event didn't happen yet. They had no Hanukkah. They had no Tu B'Shvat. The next thing is Pesach. Then you have God saying to the Jewish people, "Come on, don't go just yet." So that's going to be the frame for our meditation. So hold on one second. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. Allow yourself to fall in to your body. As if you are allowing a union of mind and spirit and body for the first time in a long time. That separation, that bifurcation happens so naturally, such that when we are intent about unifying them, it feels like a revelation. Oh, here is my body. Oh, here is my spirit. And they are one. Sometimes you can even feel your heart rate getting slower. Not just because you're no longer exerting yourself, but because you're bringing your body into poised rest. Alert, focused, aware, but restful. With your body needing just a little bit less oxygen than it needed before, when your mind was racing and your fingers were clicking and your inbox was swelling. All your heart needs to do right now is to pump enough blood that you remain alert and awake. We don't want good things to end. And we wish for bad things to end. At the core, Shmini Atzeret is a holiday about a good season, a good party, a good gathering, a union, an ecstatic union between the Jewish people and God. How about one more day? God invites us. One more day, dress up. One more day, say Kiddush. One more day, sing Hallel. One more day, tell me that I matter to you in your lives. I want you to let your mind wander as you listen to the sound of my voice. To whom or to what? To what experience? Do you hear your soul asking, inviting, begging, tarry one day longer? Whom or what have you not sufficiently appreciated for how good and how wonderful he or she or it has been, such that now you want to turn to the person or even to the experience as if it were animate and say, a little more? Is it a child with whom you've been cooped up in quarantine? Part of you wants normalcy to return, but part of you, enjoying more overlap of hours with a loved one, do you want to say, tarry one day longer? I'm not done yet. In order to know that you want something to endure, you have to acknowledge the part of it that is worth enduring. And as we head into a quiet space, let your mind go to those things, obvious and less obvious, that are so good, not perfect. Category does not exist, but so good, when you really think of it, so right, that you want one day more, one moment more, one kiss more, more. you're ready, open your eyes. Pull up the final blessing that we'll say together. Share it. We say together 3 times. May we and all beings have happiness in the cause of happiness. May we all be free of suffering in the causes of suffering. May we all experience true happiness that has no taint of suffering. And may we live in great equanimity, free from burdening attachment to loved ones and contempt for others, but rather with compassion for all. May we and all beings have happiness in the causes of happiness. May we all be free of suffering in the causes of suffering. May we all experience true happiness that has no taint of suffering. May we live in great equanimity, free from burdening attachment to loved ones and contempt for others, but rather with compassion for all. May we and all beings have happiness in the causes of happiness. May we all be free of suffering in the causes of suffering. May we all experience true happiness that has no taint of suffering. And may we live in great equanimity, free from burdening attachment to loved ones and contempt for others, but rather with compassion for all. I say to you all, Shalom and Namaste and Chag Sameach, and I hope you get to tarry with those and with that you wish to.
You have been listening to another in our series of podcasts from Temple Beth Am, a dynamic center for conservative Judaism in Los Angeles. If you enjoy these podcasts, we invite you to write a review on the Apple Podcast site or wherever you get your podcasts. For more information about Temple Beth Am Los Angeles, go to tbala.org.